Good morning. Hi, I'm Suzanne. I'm a horticulturist here at Rogers Gardens, and I'd like to welcome you to our Tuesday morning live on Facebook and Instagram. At Rogers Gardens here, we are the experts in gardening, and we're here to help you. I'm getting super excited because the weather is getting, well, not maybe necessarily today, but the weather's getting good, and so all of us gardeners are getting a little pumped up and excited and ready to go, and everything kind of sparks a little bit of hope in all of our eyes. And nothing more than the two subjects that I'm going to discuss today. First up, I'm going to talk about Annie's annuals and my current favorites that we have here. Annie's annuals, if you remember from a couple weeks ago, we carried them for years, and then Annie's decided to not sell to retails for a little bit. For whatever reason, I think they were going through a little transition, but now they're back, and we're super excited because we are getting weekly shipments and of all of the unique Annie's annuals and perennials that they carry. And so without much further ado, I'm going to talk to you about the top 5. So starting at number 5, I have this beautiful Penstemon. Now this Penstemon is called Blue Springs Foothill Penstemon. It is a kind of a hybrid version of the Margarita Bob native California Penstemon. So when you know it's a native, you know it's going to be really easy to take care of. You can pretty much get it established and then pretty much let nature do its work. Because we're in a drought, you might have to help it a little bit water-wise in the summer, but otherwise this will bloom and bloom and bloom all summer long. It'll go dormant in the winter a little bit and then come right back out again in the spring. This one stays a little bit more compact than the regular Margarita Bob Penstemon, but look at these beautiful flowers which attract bees and hummingbirds and butterflies. So it is a great addition to your garden, and Penstemon in general are one of those great pollinator plants. So anything from these smaller, the California native hybrids, up to the really big tall ones with the big tubular flowers that come in everything, all the different colors. Super great choice for your garden. So we'll put this one over here. Next up, this one's super exciting. This is Cleanthus. It's called Parrots Bill. And again, it doesn't look like much. That's why I brought my signs here today. So you can see this beautiful little 4-inch plant is going to grow into a really nice big garden plant that is super spectacular with these amazing little kind of parrot-like flowers. This plant will get, I think it's about 4 by 4 feet tall and wide. And it is a showstopper. I have a white one in my garden, and it's really pretty. So, like a good gardener, I decided to buy this color too because I think it's really pretty, and I can't wait to see it. So this is, again, Cleanthus. It's Parrots Bill. And again, Marissa, who's behind the camera here, is going to put the names of all the plants up on Facebook and Instagram so that you can see them later. So we will put that there. I should have Marissa come on this side of the camera so you guys know who's talking. Let's see if we can get her over here today. She's making a face. Okay, so third up, I don't have a sign for this one, but I love this plant. It's called Dicliptera, and it's also called Paraguayan firework flower. And this plant gets really kind of a big candelabra-shaped plant. It gets gorgeous, deep orange flowers that the hummingbirds love. And, you know, it doesn't look like much, but it's got super soft flowers, leaves. Super soft leaves, and it is really pretty. Again, super drought tolerant once it gets established, and it will just thrive like crazy in a nice water-wise garden. And then next up, we have another California native. We have Salvia leucophylla Pozo Blue. So this is it is a cross between the true California native Salvia clevelandii and the Salvia leucophylla, which is that big one that you see in a lot of gardens that have the purple and white flowers. But this is a really hardy garden for regular gardeners, not necessarily, you know, drought tolerant or native gardeners. This one will do super well in clay soils. It'll do well in gardens that are watered more regularly. So if you love the look of this beautiful kind of like little corona flowers that go around that hummingbirds and butterflies and bees all love, this Pozo Blue is a great one. Super, super beautiful. And last but not least, number one on my favorite plants, not just from Annie's Annuals, but kind of on my top 5 list in general, are the Abutilons. If you've seen me do any videos, you've heard me harp on and on about how much I love Abutilons, but I really, really do. They are so easy, and they're perfect for a shade or just a morning sun area if you want some color, if you want hummingbirds, if you want birds. Abutilons are great, and the really cool thing about them is that they are, you can get them small. They'll be only maybe 2 feet tall, up to 15 to 20 feet tall. And Annie's Annuals has some beautiful, beautiful ones. This one here is called Apricot. So if you can see this really pretty little flower, this plant will get about 4 feet to 6 feet tall, and it gets kind of hangy. So of course all these beautiful bell-shaped flowers are going to be right outside your window or in your front yard or in a shady area, kind of drawing the eye towards it. Super, super pretty. And then this one here is my all-time favorite. It's Tiger Eye, but they call it Red Vein Indian Mallow. This is the one that's kind of orange and yellow and red and has all sorts of beautiful hanging. We've got someone here behind the camera who's cracking me up. So we have these beautiful, beautiful Abutilons, and this one will get really big. This one I've had in a couple of different houses that I've lived in. It gets 15 to 20 feet tall. I always put it near a window so that it can hang over, and it helped me in the morning and my coffee and my cats, and we look at all the hummingbirds just going all over this, and the finches love this too. So it's a really, really beautiful plant. It looks tiny, but it can actually get quite mighty. And then, although this isn't an Annie's plant, I brought a beautiful white Abutilon just to show you how floriferous they can be. Just beautiful. Abutilons come in so many different colors, but Annie's carries a lot of different colors, and so throughout the season we'll be having them here. That's it for Annie's, my top 5 right now. It changes all the time because Annie's has beautiful things coming in and out, so I might be back with more top 5s. We also have, finally, our long-awaited bulb program. And the bulb program is a little bit of a misnomer because it's also bulbs and tubers and things like that, corms and things. So I just want to talk a little bit about it. We're in our bulb area. If you can see, we've got so many different varieties. And so we've got these beautiful belladonna lilies, or as Sarah and I both like to call them, naked ladies. We will text each other pictures and say, I saw some naked ladies today. And it's really fun. But these are gorgeous. These are no-care plants that you can put in your garden, and they'll surprise you every year by popping up. They are just beautiful. We also, in our program out here, we have some beautiful lilies. So the fragrant lilies, the stargazers. We have Isabella. We have Casablanca, which is gorgeous. We have Magic Star, which is this one. It's a double lily. And we have a bunch of other colors. We have one called Forever Susan that's purple with an orange edge on it. It's just gorgeous. And so you can plant these in your garden, or you can put them in a pot, and then when they go dormant, you can set them aside for next year. These lilies will return, unlike things like paper whites that don't really return. These will return. And total fan favorite, dahlias. Dahlias are back, and this is just an exciting time for dahlia people. Dahlias have really exploded in popularity recently. They are everywhere, and everyone's growing them. They aren't considered an old-fashioned plant anymore. They are considered, a bouquet plant. And this, for good reason, they're actually easy to grow as long as you just kind of keep a few things in mind. You want to have sturdy stakes for them, or cages, so that they stay upright, because you want them to be tall so you can cut them. And the more you cut them, the more they bloom. So they're easy to plant. You can dig up the little tubers, and so dahlias are tubers. Each of these packages here has 2 big tubers in it, and you can dig them up at the end of the season, or you can leave them in big terracotta pots and overwinter them to have them come out again. But taking them up is a much safer bet, because then you know that they'll stay dry and cool over the winter. So we have this beautiful one, tartan. I got this one. I was so excited to see this one. It is so cool. We also have this beautiful Pen Hill Dark Monarch. We have a ton of different colors. We have whites, we have yellows, we have oranges, we have bicolors. We have these cute little ones called Pretty Woman, which are really pretty in a bouquet. So if you mix them with other dahlias. And then my favorite from last year is Creme de Cassis. This one is much more beautiful than this picture would even indicate. It's pink on the top and purple underneath the petals, so just gorgeous. We have a few of the little ball dahlias, and just a beautiful assortment right now. So now is the time. Buy them, get them into the ground by the end of this month, or a little into March, and you're going to have a gorgeous, gorgeous flowering garden ready for cutting in time for the early summer. So, any questions, Marissa?
Mm-hmm. The first question is, are these pet friendly, these plants, or pet safe?
Oh gosh, I do not know. It's better to check with a vet. We don't usually have a lot of toxicity information here, because different plants have different levels of toxicity. Different pets can take different plants, so it's good to just have a basic list and know if your pet is a plant eater, because there are some pets that are just, they just like to nibble on things. I definitely check on that one.
Okay, for the abutilon, do you have to support it?
It depends where you put it. If it's a nice quiet area, not usually. They are very self-supporting, but if you have a little wind to get it established, definitely you might want to stake it up, but nothing really big like a lodge pole or anything. Just a nice bamboo stake or a 1x1 inch wooden stake will do until it gets really established, or if it's going to be in a super windy area.
Okay. Can you plant these in pots?
Yes, all of these plants, let me look at them. Yes, you can plant them all in pots. They will all do just fine. Just make sure that there's good drainage and that you're watering them regularly.
Do we ship the plants?
We do not ship live plants. We do have them here. You can pick them up. You can order a lot of them online, maybe not all of them, but you can always call the store and have some. You can buy them, and we'll set them aside for you. You can come in and pick them up. I also forgot one thing. Can I just go back for just a moment? Because I forgot. We've had a lot of people asking. We have seed potatoes, and these are from our bulb and tuber growers. So we have seed potatoes. If you haven't grown potatoes, they are a blast. They are very easy. You can get a big, huge container. You just put soil in it to a low level. You have these little seed potatoes, which look like the potatoes you have at home, except for there is a difference between grocery store potatoes and these. One, these are organic, and they have not been sprayed with a compound to keep them from growing. And so it's a big difference. And so these are only $10.99 for a bunch of them, and you're going to cut them into pieces, let them dry for a day or so, and then start them in a pot. But potatoes are really easy. They're super fun. Again, just put them in a pot, put a little layer over the potatoes, and as they start growing with their green plant coming up, you're going to just cover that again. And then it's going to grow up some more, and you're going to cover that again. You have to do it maybe 4 or 5 times in a nice, deep pot. Then the green will come out the top. It'll flower. You wait till the plant kind of dies back, and voila, you dump it out, and you have tons and tons of potatoes. It only requires patience, because if you go too early, you might have a ton of this size potato when you probably want them a little bit bigger. But we have russet, we have purple potatoes. This is a great thing with kids too. I mean, it's so easy and so fun. We have Yukon Gold, we have banana potatoes, and we have these beautiful dark reds. So just potatoes are really fun, really easy. You can kind of set them aside and just water them occasionally. Any other questions? Sorry.
Yes. Does Rogers Gardens sell broccoli seeds?
So
Broccoli seeds.
broccoli seeds. We probably have seeds. I don't know if we have any start left. Maybe a few, but it's getting to be a little bit late in the broccoli season. Broccoli is a real cold season crop, so you usually start them, November and let them grow through. Once it gets hot, broccoli will it'll flower really quickly. So, but we probably have the seeds in the potting shed.
Okay, that seems to be all the questions for today.
Okay, Marissa, are you going to come over here and show yourself real quickly? She is. Okay. Everybody, this is Marissa, who helped me and Sarah do all of our videos, and she is amazing. She's on our marketing team, and she's awesome. So, hi, Marissa.
Hi, Suzanne.
Okay, this was great. Okay, so I want to thank you all for coming, and I want to ask you to go to rogersgardens.com for all your shopping needs. We have Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube where you can subscribe and see all of our old videos. Again, I'd like to thank anyone who came up to me and said that they like our videos because it means so much to Sarah and I. And I will see you again next week. Oh, Sarah will be here on Thursday.